Yo, what is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Simone Raider, back with another Raiders recap. Of course, today was a day. It's just another Sunday for us Raider fans. I mean, I had hope going into this game against the Chiefs, and we got shut out in this game. Definitely an embarrassing loss. But before I continue on about this game, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're in studio. Shout out to Outbox Media. But I got the Usos with me. Of course, my Us, Mr. Fitz up in the building. You can say your line, Us.
I don't know what it is. It's a sad day.
It's a sad day. And then, of course, the honorary Us, Joe Morley.
Raider fans, we suck.
we suck again, Us. But, yeah, I mean, today, going into this game, I had a little bit of hope that we could probably pull it off, because we beat the Titans last week, Us.
It's not Christmas.
And I was like, okay, maybe we're turning things around. Maybe we can actually keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs. But we found out real quick, Us, that we're just in different levels right now, and we're just not on that level just yet. We couldn't even score a point in this game, Us. How embarrassing that was. Yeah, I guess I want to get you guys' thoughts real quick on the atmosphere, because you know what, we were actually at Raiders HQ today for their first official watch party. I don't know why they chose this game out of all games for us to watch as a fan base. They chose the Chiefs, and we kind of talked about it. So we were like, dang, there's gonna be a lot of angry Raider fans, and heck, we seen Raider fans leaving at halftime because the game was basically over. But overall, I thought it was a pretty cool vibe just to see the Raider Nation there. But first, I'll ask Joe how you felt about just the watch party in general.
Well, I mean, you know how it is. Being a Raider fan is we're upset Sunday night, we're upset Monday, upset Tuesday. Then towards the beginning, come the next week, we're ready to go again.
Exactly.
So walking into the facility, and if you've never been in the facility, this is one of the best facilities in the NFL, if not the best facility.
The best, dude.
So to be able to go in there, watch it, like you said, I don't know why they picked the Chiefs game, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to go into the practice facility, see what it's about, watch it with fellow fans, and everybody was excited. Like, now, do I think that everybody thought we were going to win? No, but everybody, like you said, we're looking for a little hope. We're looking for that glimmer. We're looking to be competitive in a game, and it just felt like everybody was like, okay, but then, yeah, like you said, that stomach punch just came real quick, and it was
real quick. He paused on that. No, but exactly. I feel the same exact way. It just sucks because there was a little bit of hope going into there, and then, right when the game started, it was like, okay, same old Raiders. But what about you?
It was horrible.
I mean, it was good to see you,
Yeah.
It's been a while,
If I missed one game, you guys give me shit.
It's good to see Fitz in live and direct.
For you guys that don't know, I was sick last week.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't at the Titans game. I had a fever, and I sent these guys a picture. Yeah, so...
I mean, maybe that's why we lost, because he came to watch it with us. No, I'm just joking. Well, how did
the vibes over there was dope. You know what I mean? Getting to see all the Raider fans come together. All the local guys. The cars were dope out there. You know what I mean? It was just the game. It was shitty, horrible.
Yeah, and it was just a tough one overall. I want to give a huge shout out to some people in the chat, but real quick, Nelson for the 199 super chat says, "Oos, we buns." I guess we are. It was because, I had a little bit of hope that they would be good. Shout out to the rest of the chat up in here. We got Follow Nico up in here. Alex, we got Faster. Jose, we got Road Code up in here. Yeah, if you guys are in the chat, man, don't forget to hit that like button as well, man. This is something new that we're trying, which I think is going to be pretty cool after every single game. But, yeah, did you – okay, I kind of told you guys how I felt going into this game, but I'll ask you, it's like going into this game, did you feel confident that we could win it, though? Like, honestly, let's be honest.
I'm being dead honest. No.
I know you.
No. It's just, I already knew, you know what I mean?
fake fan right there.
No, it's not a fake fan. I'm a realistic fan. I was not betting that come on, bro.
You told me
we barely.
200 on this game.
I did not put 200. I'm not retarded, so I'm not going to.
Excuse me? You can't use that word, dude.
Cancel, dude. Cancel.
Right now.
I don't care. But I'm just saying, going into this game, I knew we were going to lose, but I didn't expect us to take a whooping like that.
I know, man.
That was embarrassing. My kicker got no points on Fantasy Carlson.
Who's supposed to be our best player, mind you.
He even got shut out, damn it.
Everybody got shut out. But let me ask you, Joe, because I know I asked you before, but How was your expectations going into this game?
I mean, I was hoping that we'd hang in there just a little bit. I mean, I thought our offense could have scored, like, at least get the running game going, something, right? Like, I didn't expect to not have 100 yards in the game. Expected more than 3 first downs. Like, hey, Geno didn't throw an interception, so
I guess that's good. No interceptions, but
it's like we knew that we probably weren't at the Chiefs level. And we knew if we had to win this game, everything had to go 100%. And we had to not turn the ball over, and we had to play 100%, like turnover free, everything. And it was going to be an uphill battle. But holy crap, like, we're lucky. We're 100% lucky that the Chiefs found mercy on us and decided to take Patrick Mahomes out, decided just to like mess around with us. And like, we're 100% like, I don't know if it's because he didn't want to do like elder abuse on Pete Carroll. Like, he was looking up to his elders and be like, "Hey, you're 74 years old. You've already had enough. We don't need to give you enough more pain in this." But it's like, wow.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point too, like how bad the offense was. Like, I know a lot of people in the chat and a lot of Raider fans are easily going to look at Chip Kelly and Geno Smith for sure. But to see that this offense, 95 total yards, only 3 first downs. That I don't know if that's a record or not, but only 3 first down. And then I think you brought up I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but Geno Smith didn't complete
for 2 quarters.
2 quarters didn't get a completion. That's crazy.
This is the worst Raiders offensive output since Jamarcus Russell.
Damn.
2008 Jamarcus Russell.
See, I didn't know that. And that's crazy to think about. And you look at the previous Raider games or the Raider teams that we just had, Josh McDaniels, the APs, and this just goes down as one of the worst losses in recent history for sure. It was the fact that it was over before it even started, I think was kind of crazy to me. But, of course, let's talk about Geno Smith because he's going to be the main topic amongst everybody on whether or not they should continue to keep him as the starter or move in a different direction. Now, I know that Kenny Pickett did come in late in the game, but I mean, he didn't really get that much time to do anything, but the first
both of them
handoff,
suck.
That's true.
What's the homie Luke Getsy doing right now?
Luke Getsy.
Can we
let's call it Luke Getsy. Hey, what you doing right now, man? You still up? I don't think it could get any worse than that. At least he was cheaper than Chip Kelly, right? But yeah, I mean, shout out to Vince though, real quick for the $2. He says, "I think we're gonna lose the bye week too." I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, maybe we're not on a bye this week. It felt like it.
No, bro. It definitely
felt like this was a bye right now. Like there's a content creator online. His name's Real Cool Dad. He's a Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah,
and he put a video out and he said, "Hey, Raiders shouldn't even show up this week.
Yeah, he did.
Save the money. Don't even travel to Arrowhead. Just give us the win and we'll call it good." Dude, he was almost 100% correct right there, right? Like,
and that's a sad reality of it too. Like, and Real Cool Dad, I mean, he's cool, Of course, like we hate the Chiefs and we'll talk shit back and forth. But I mean, when he was saying all that, I was like, I'm gonna just sit back and just maybe the Raiders are gonna shut him up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no,
Raiders didn't do nothing. He did. The Raiders did everything that he said, and all we could do is just sit back and be like, I mean, what else you want us to do, man? I guess for you, how do you feel about Geno Smith and just this team in general right now?
Oh my God, I'm like low key irritated. I'm ready for that number 1 draft pick.
Damn, already?
Already, let's go.
Number 1.
I feel the Raiders should. We all know Sanders is a blackballed or whatever you want to call it from the league. I feel we should go get Sanders right now. Trade him, Jakobi Meyers, and the 2nd round pick to snag him off Cleveland. You know what I mean? We the Raiders always been known to do, go against the grain. Let's go against the grain. Let's get freaking Sanders. Let's bring him over here. Start him. Big F you to the league. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Hey, Sanders is coming to Vegas, right?
Who?
Shador Sanders? He's coming to Vegas.
Yeah.
Probably the party.
November 23rd, Browns versus Raiders.
He's gonna be on the Browns. Maybe by that time he might be starting. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
But look at the quarterback situation, man. Like for me, like Geno Smith, like I want to like him. I had like hope in him to at least lead this offense because I feel like out of all the quarterbacks that we've had since Jimmy G, he's been the most like consistent one coming from Seattle. Especially playing under Pete Carroll. So I thought I had some expectations there. I didn't think that he was gonna be this bad though.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
And in this game, bro, I don't think he let me see. Let me look at his stat sheet. 10 for 16, 67 yards. He only got sacked one time, and that's crazy. 67 yards total, and that was it. And you got to kind of look at it and be like, is it a Geno Smith problem? Is it a Chip Kelly problem? Or is it like everything in general?
Is it a Raider problem? Is it a Raider quarterback problem? Like,
and that's the crazy thing. This is the fact that I feel like when these quarterbacks or whoever puts on the silver and black, they don't do anything. Geno Smith was a reliable quarterback before he came over here. Gardner Minshew was a reliable quarterback before he came here. Jimmy G he won a Super Bowl before he came over here. And all of them just couldn't get anything going. I mean, other than Derek Carr. I know everybody talks about Derek Carr, but yeah, I want to ask that question. With Jimmy G and the way he's been playing, do you think it's time to move on from him? And if so, who would you got?
You mean Geno?
I mean Geno, not Jimmy G.
We ain't moving on from Jimmy. We want Jimmy back, right?
Okay, is it time to move on from Geno Smith after, I guess, the first 7 weeks of what he's shown with this team?
Hell yeah. It was the number 1 pick, baby.
Well, the thing was, Geno was never supposed to be our answer at quarterback.
Yeah.
He was never the long-term answer. He's just supposed to be the bridge gap. And they were hoping to get 2 years out of him. They didn't even get 5 games out of him.
Yeah.
And they were hoping to find somebody in the offseason, within these next 2 off seasons, where he could actually be there for us. And it just hasn't been there. So to say that we're done with Geno, we've been done with Geno. Like, it was never, like, it wasn't supposed to. But I mean, who's the next? You're gonna go to Kenny Pickett? I mean, you saw his first play. Like,
yeah, fumble right out the gate.
There's nothing better on this team. Like, oh wait, Aiden O'Connell? Should we bring Aiden O'Connell? No.
Yeah.
No, we have no answer, and so we have to hope and pray that we find something or something falls in our lap again in the offseason. But
Shedeur Sanders
is
it's not gonna happen, bro. I would love it to happen too, but if they didn't draft him throughout all those rounds, they're not going to trade for him right now.
Well, they need to get their head out their ass and do something.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what. Shedeur Sanders wouldn't be lighting it up, but Shedeur Sanders would probably be playing just like Geno Smith. So you're probably
no way now.
Yeah, he holds onto the ball just like Geno does. He gets sacked a lot. Yes, it would be almost the exact same place.
But he could at least run around in the backfield, though. You know.
Yeah, and then get sacked 30 yards back.
That's true. I got a lot of people up in here in the chat though saying that we should bring AOC back. And do you think that it would be different with AOC here? Like, I know a lot of people say that because he's the last quarterback to beat Kansas City, which I don't really account it to him beating them. But do you think that AOC is better than what Geno Smith has been showing these first 7 weeks? And AOC wasn't that good.
No, only Geno Smith can make AOC look like a superstar, right? Like, that's the only crazy. Like, I think people forget how bad AOC was at times.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we actually did anything with that offense, but it's AOC is not going to come in here and save it. He might complete a couple more passes, but AOC stares down people too, and he got lucky on a couple of interceptions, not getting picked up. So and he's a statue, just like he might be even more of a statue than Geno, and I think that's what with this offensive line too. It's
No, I agree with you. And some people are bringing up the fact that, the way that Geno Smith has been playing, especially with 10 interceptions, we should move on. And 31-0, losing 31-0, it should be a fireable offense. I just don't know where you pinpoint that on. And before I get to that big question, Maxx Crosby went down early in this game, and he's a guy that likes to play majority of the game. I didn't see any updates on how he's doing right now, or whether it's a serious injury or not. But I've heard some chirps going around, like just Raider fans, I guess, thinking like, oh, maybe Maxx Crosby wants to get traded. And do you guys think there's any truth to that, or would you guys even move on from Maxx Crosby just because you feel bad for him and maybe we could get some value out of him? What do you think?
I mean, he's a Raider. He's a Raider till he dies. But I wouldn't be mad if he requested a trade. This team sucks. We are trash.
Yeah,
this is embarrassing.
Yeah, I do want to ask the chat, though, too. Like, I know it's bad right now. Shout out to the chat if you guys haven't already hit that like button. But I want to ask you guys, and I'll get to you guys' answers in a bit. If we move on from Geno Smith, what's the answer that you guys have? Like, what would be that next answer? Is it Kenny Pickett? Is it trading for somebody? And if there is somebody, who would it be? So let me know down in
Shedeur Sanders.
He's
Hey, for you guys, your boy got benched today. He can be available.
Oh,
Tua.
Did he get benched? I didn't really pay attention to that.
He threw 2 pick sixes today.
I don't want him either.
Oh, come on, man. You know, real he's not fake family member right here.
You know who I do want? My little cousin, Jaron Sangapolutelli.
Nah, man, we want a real quarterback.
You want the guy? You want the guy that commits somewhere and then takes off when he? he's not gonna start?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers was his favorite quarterback, so I understand why he switched up.
Yeah.
So
then he'll want to go where Aaron Rodgers goes.
we need a quarterback right now.
Oh,
This
we
is
got
crazy, bro.
213 Vibe says Cam Miller. It's Miller time. Is it time to call up Cam Miller?
This is what I don't get. Like, we're 2-5 now, going into the bye week. Bring in all the youngsters. Bring in Caleb Rogers. Bring in JJ Pagaz. All these guys that you're inactivating. All these young guys that you're. Why isn't Darian Porter in there? Like, bring in all these young guys. Let them play. Your season's over. You're not going playoffs.
Back in center.
Stop fucking with JPJ. Stop.
I know. I've seen that earlier. You told me that.
Yeah, they benched him again. Why is he the only one getting through? That right there, screwing with JPJ and always defending Geno Smith
That's crazy.
will get the locker room to turn on you. If Pete Carroll is looking to be one and done, that right there is going to be what gets him. Like, I don't understand why JPJ is always your thing. When Meredith's doing the same thing, all those other linemen are doing the same thing. If you're going to do it to one guy, do it to all of them. Switch them all out.
That's true, though. And you're the one that told me right when I got in was like the fact that he had a holding call early, which kind of killed the first drive. I don't know what else happened throughout. I will say this. You know, being at the facility today and just seeing all the Raider fans there and just seeing everything that was going on, it kind of like, it didn't make me as mad as I would be if I was sitting at home watching this game and live streaming because there was so much stuff going on. So I didn't really get to see a lot of that. But seeing that and hearing about that and knowing that he's been backing up Geno Smith, especially even after in the press conference, it's like I don't know why he's so infatuated with Geno Smith so much that he doesn't want to at least, criticize him and just kind of like put a fire under him. And that's why for me, like I asked that question on what quarterback would I might bring over here, or what quarterback wouldn't I mind bringing over here to possibly be the next guy, at least for now. One guy that seems to be available that we could possibly trade for. I talked to Joe about it, but Mr. Unlimited, bringing in Russell Wilson over here, trading with the Giants, bringing maybe he'd be a better option under Pete Carroll than Geno Smith. I don't think that would be too bad. What do you think, Goose? I know you were his number one fan.
I'm tired of these quarterbacks, bro.
Hey, did you
something new, bro?
And that's why I asked. Like, I don't know what the answer is. Is it
Shedeur Sanders?
No, it's not. Like, I want Shedeur, but like outside of Shedeur,
is that the only name you know? Like,
that's the only one we can get right now.
No, it's not. We're not gonna like.
I believe it's great.
Great. This is the same guy that said AOC was Tom Brady, dog. It was the same guy that said that.
I think I was high that time I said that.
Probably. I mean, Shedeur, like I said, I wouldn't mind Shedeur, but it's not happening. It's not happening at all. I mean, I'm just trying to look at realistic options. Of course, Kenny Pickett's the backup. See what he can do, right? You got Cam Miller, which I don't have a lot of trust in Cam Miller. But then there's other. You see the Bengals traded for Joe Flacco. That's more of a realistic type of trade. The Raiders getting some older veteran to come over here just to see what they can do. I highly doubt that they do that. Or going into the draft.
You want me to throw a hot take at you?
Throw me a hot take, Goose.
That I could see the Raiders I could see the Raiders biting on this one, and if their offense continues to struggle and people still have a lot of questions about him, maybe their GM, who is known to be very good at trading players and getting good value, is what if the Eagles decide to move on from Jalen Hurts because they want to go with Tanner McKee or whoever they have, So and then they go, hey, we'll shop him to the Raiders or we'll shop him to another team, because there is a lot of question marks about Jalen Hurts. He had a good game today, but the couple games beforehand, people are questioning if he's an elite quarterback. He has his arm strength. If he's just so there's a lot of questions marks there. And you saw a little bit of what Tanner McKee did with the Eagles last year. And if it gets to that point sometime this season where they're still questioning if Jalen Hurts is their guy, that could be a guy that could be available this offseason.
Damn. I mean, that is a hot take. I mean, of course, I would take him in a heartbeat. I'd take any quarterback in a heartbeat that is better than what we have. But I think my biggest concern is, like, what are they going to do when they come to to the silver and black, right? Because it's one thing when they look good, but then when they come here, like all the quarterbacks that we've had just hasn't been that, you know. But I mean, that'd be crazy. Now, shout out, yeah.
I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying.
But you're throwing it out there. There's a possibility, at least a 1% possibility of it possibly happening. I don't know what quarterbacks are going to be out there, but, you know, shout out to Nick real quick in the chat, though. He brought up Mac Jones. What do you think about Mac Jones? You know, back up over there and
Frisco.
With
I'll take Mac
Frisco?
Jones.
But is that now a system quarterback? Like, is he doing it because he's in the Kyle Shanahan system where you've seen people go in that system and thrive? Mac Jones didn't thrive when he was in Jacksonville. He didn't thrive when he was in New England, but he's thriving in San Francisco. So you have to look at the system, and we don't have that system. Now, if you're going to bring in Kubiak as your offensive coordinator or you're going to bring in somebody else, then, yeah, maybe. If you're going to bring somebody that he's familiar with that system, then I would look at it. But I'm not going to just throw Mac Jones money or give him money because he's doing good in a system.
No, that's true. I know it's a hot name right now because I know if you were to ask that in the beginning of the season, nobody would want that, right? And same thing with Daniel Jones as well. He's another guy that's starting to make a name for himself, and he's going to be a free agent next year. So I know a lot of people are going to hop on that board too, which, again, is he going to be good if he comes to the silver and black?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it just depends on what system we have over here. Another quarterback, shout out to John Rodriguez for the $2 donation, said, trade for Milroe. Now, Jalen Monroe was a guy that I really liked in the draft. I wouldn't mind bringing him over here because he could back up and at least I wanted a young quarterback, somebody that could come in and be the future for the team behind Geno Smith, which is why I was so high on getting Shedeur Sanders or any one of those other quarterbacks, whether it's Will Howard or
You want to piss John off and tell him that pick that we traded for Geno was used to draft Milroe?
That is true, though.
So basically, we traded Milroe for Geno Smith.
Yeah, but we could have got him before that.
We could have, and that
that's the thing.
That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't know if now when you go back and you look at our draft this year and you look at everything that's happened this offseason, is John Spytek and Pete Carroll not on the same page, or what's going on? Because at first everybody's like, "Oh, this is a great draft. We drafted some great athletes," and now it's like Pete Carroll's not even using these guys. Like the coaching staff's not even using this draft class. So basically, we wasted a draft class because you're not using the guys that we're winning. Hey, here's a good thing though, Raider fans, right? Here's an excellent thing. You guys, we got a great tight end, an elite tight end, a generational tight end.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Let them know.
A generational running back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, but guess what? We still can't win fucking games. Still can't win games.
Hey, they go stuff up that stat sheet for sure.
But hey, Joe Morley, they'll come after me and be like, "Oh, you're a fake fan because you didn't like us drafting Brock Bowers and you didn't like us drafting Ashton Genty." Because real teams build from their line and they build outwards.
Talk that shit, Oos.
Saying, like,
and that's the thing we've been talking about. I mean, I remember when you posted that and stuff like that. You got a lot of backlash, of course, with the Brock Bowers stuff, and a lot of people overlooked the losses because they seen how great the stats were.
Yes.
But I even said that last year too. I was like, bro, it's great on paper, but it didn't amount to no wins. Though those receptions that he had didn't amount to no wins, and it's like would we rather have that sexy pick, right? Pause, and have losses, or get in the trenches, get those guys that we need to help this team build, especially protecting the quarterback or even getting to the quarterback on the defense side of the ball, and then building from there out instead of getting these guys. Because Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, those are players that you get when your team is already kind of like built, right? Mm-hmm. And our Raiders team, we had a lot of holes last year and this year, and that's why I was one of those guys that, as much as I love Ashton Genty in the silver black, I felt like we could have went in a different direction, whether it was an offensive lineman, whether it was getting a defensive player, or even getting like a wide receiver one, which, speaking of wide receiver now, our wide receiver one might not even be on the team by the end of the week, and you even stated, you posted it on your story, I think you texted it to us or in the DMs, seeing that Jakobi Meyers wasn't playing in this game. Do you really believe that seeing that means that he could possibly be seeing the end of his days in the silver and black?
If I had to bet, if I was betting man and I had to put money on it, I would say Jakobi Meyers is not a Raider by Tuesday night. By Tuesday night,
I believe it.
I would say he's out of the building. He's gone. I don't think the Raiders are actively shopping him, but I think teams are calling him, and somebody's going to offer him a good thing and be like, okay. And I mean,
Brown.
It's not like if we had Jakobi out there today, it would have been any different.
Yeah.
Maybe we would have had 105 yards instead of 95 yards. I don't know.
Maybe there would have been an interception because every time Geno Smith throws to him, there was an interception somewhere. It was.
But yeah, I would say that you look and you try. I would say with any if teams are calling about anybody, this should be the week that you trade them. Going into the bye week, you reset yourself. Players have that little time off where they're gonna get accustomed to it and get over it by the time they get back into the facility.
Yeah.
So yeah, but if I was a betting man, I would say 80% chance that Jakobi Meyers is gone by Tuesday night.
Mm. And what do you think, Goose?
Yeah, I could see that happening for sure.
What do you what do you think? What do you think is a good value for him? Because I know we spoke about this yesterday, and
Shedeur Sanders, I want him.
Ooze, we can't keep getting Shedeur Sanders.
I'm talking it. I'm talking it into.
We're not
existence.
getting Shedeur Sanders. There is no
Sanders.
way in hell. I would I keep saying it, Ooze. I would love Shedeur Sanders.
Say it with me, Shedeur Sanders.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
It's
that.
not happening, Ooze. Okay, give me another name. Who would you want outside of Shedeur Sanders?
I mean, I'll take Mac Jones. I'll take freaking Milroe. I'll take Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints right now.
I mean, I still feel like
Jesus got an arm.
I mean, he part of the Red Sea, though. So I mean, he can do things with his hands that not a lot of people can. But I just don't know in the silver and black if. Oh, you know what, Lord, I'm not even going to say anything. But you know, I feel like there's people in here saying, okay, there's different options that I haven't talked about. Some people saying I wanted Jackson Dart, of course, but he wasn't there when we chose in the second round. But you even alluded to this earlier, is the fact that we're not using the players that we drafted. Second round, Jack Bech barely. I mean, maybe he's going to get used a lot more now with Jakobi Meyers possibly on the trade block, but we're not using him. Darren Porter, we haven't been using him. Our fourth round picks haven't been using him. So it's like, what are we doing right now? And there's some names, like I said. One name is tell Tom Brady to come out of retirement and come play for us. That would be something for sure, right? Another name that I've seen in here, I think I lost the name, but
I think Tom Brady's looking for his receipt, trying to get some money back. I'm like, hey, how do I get out of being? How do I not be the owner?
No.
I want a refund.
No, because Tom Brady, you owe us a fucking winning season. I'm not even gonna say Super Bowl, a winning season, because you promised that. That's the whole reason why Mark Davis brought him over here, was the fact that he knows the football thing. I mean, same with John Spytek. But damn, like, you bring in these guys, and everybody likes to give Mark Davis shit. But he's been trying year after year after year to try to put a winning team together. I mean, look at him with the Aces. They winning right now. But everybody gets on him for being happy about the Aces. But he admits that he's not a football guy, but he brings in football guys, and we still look like the same damn team, which is really frustrating.
It's depressing.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I don't get mad at Mark Davis, because Mark Davis he's already spending money. He's still spending money on like three coaches right now.
Three different coaches
plus our guy right now. Like he is like, and he admits it. Like, I don't know football, so I try to bring football guys in.
Yeah,
because that's why I brought in John Gruden. It didn't work out because the NFL went after him, and then he brought in Tom Brady, who is his football guy. Like he knows what that he doesn't know, so he is trying. He puts his money there, and it's just not working out. And you know what I think is funny, though, is when people go, Al Davis would be rolling over in his grave right now.
They don't remember the Al Davis before.
Do we not remember the end of the Al Davis, like,
it was bad.
Year, like,
the drafts were bad, bro.
It was bad. It was like, okay, it was bad. Like, so I mean, Al Davis was great in his prime, just like the Raiders were great in their prime, and we need to get back there.
Make the Raiders great again.
But he's trying, and I don't put it on Mark Davis. I just put it on we have to be cursed. We're like, something happened. Like,
something happened. I don't know what it is, but something's wrong with our team, bro. Like that, we just can never get over the hump. Like the greatest feat that we've had in the past 20 years is making the playoffs, first round exit. That's like the best seasons that we've had in the past 20 plus years. I mean, 2016, we there's a lot of what ifs. If Derek Carr was still healthy going into the playoffs, maybe we go a little further. But outside of that, man, we just haven't had any kind of luck out there.
Yeah, two playoffs berths, not wins, just two playoff games since 2020 or 2002, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What was that, 20 years? 24 years?
20 plus years for sure. I mean, damn. I mean, we were at the last time the Raiders made it to the playoffs, and it seemed like a Super Bowl win for us.
We haven't even won our division in 20+ years.
We haven't.
Yeah, we have.
You know what's crazy? Remember that?
You have a 1 in 4. You have a 1 in 4 chance to win your division every year. 1 in 4 chance.
Everybody in our division has won at least once since
Yes.
2002,
We haven't.
and we haven't. There was one year that we took over our division. Remember that? I think 2010 where we went 6-0, but we still didn't. I think we ended 8-8 that year. That was Hugh Jackson's first year. I still remember that was like I had some bragging rights against some of my friends and cousins
I know what you're talking about. That's the year we went undefeated
in the division,
yeah.
but we still didn't make the playoffs because we lost the last game of the season against the Chargers. Out of all teams,
No, we didn't lose to the Chargers.
we did lose to the Chargers.
No, if you went undefeated in the Chiefs
Oh no, you didn't.
so I forget what happened. But
yeah, I forgot what happened, but it came down to like the last game, and we still couldn't make
But
it.
even the year that we went to the Super Bowl, I don't think we won the division.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
I want to say that we took second that year, but
Yeah. Well, some other names though, real quick. Shout out to first ESP says Nico Yamaleava. Think about Nico, probably bringing him over here. You keep up with a lot of college football, right? And you were telling me before we came here that the draft class at the quarterback position isn't as hyped as everybody thought it would be, at least for right now, right?
as of right now, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like, if there was a quarterback out there, I've been hearing a lot of Mendoza. Archie Manning was like the guy going into the season, but now he just seems like a guy that might not even be a top pick if he was to go into the draft. But it's either there's Nico, another name out there. Shout out to Nick, says it wouldn't hurt to bring in Anthony Richardson either. What do you think about that, Us?
I'm straight. Shador.
What happened to Anthony Richardson like 2 weeks ago? I think something happened to him pregame.
Yeah.
He hurt himself.
Did he?
Yeah,
I
like
didn't keep up with that.
I don't know. Like Anthony Richardson, the Colts. Everybody knew that Anthony Richardson was going to be a developmental quarterback.
Yeah.
And he wasn't supposed to go as high as he did. And the Colts took him and they put all that pressure on him. So if you're bringing Anthony Richardson in and going, hey, you're in our starting role again, you're doing the same damn thing and disadvantage him to him.
Yeah.
Where Anthony Richardson needs to sit and he needs to develop, and that's what he was supposed to do when he was coming out of college. But when you actually see him in person and you actually see him throw, you fall in love with his athleticism and you go, oh, damn, that guy could play.
Yeah.
And then you push him out there on the field, and then it's like, he wasn't ready. So Anthony Richardson, if we're gonna bring him, you should have brought him and you should have had him been sitting behind Geno or whatever and like learning. But I still don't know if the Colts are ready to move on from him or not. Like it's kind of weird what they're doing with him.
I'm kind of nervous with the project quarterbacks now because now it's like you would think that maybe coming over here they could unlock some like some skill set that they could probably take over and be that guy. You know, that's why I always look at these mid quarterbacks or backup quarterbacks are coming over here because you know the Raiders have always been that team of giving second chances. I mean, look at some of the Raider greats. You know, at quarterback, Rich Gannon was a journeyman until he came over here. Of course, the other guys as well. So I always look for that in all these quarterbacks. But recently, since Derek Carr, I guess, I really have no hope in bringing in anybody unless it's somebody that has a name to him or at least has some success, or maybe just drafting somebody really high. And you know that I want to ask this question real quick. Oh well, look at something I seen from Joseph real quick. He said the media needs to stop calling this a rivalry. Shit's like 14-2 just pisses me off more. It's not a rivalry. I think it's just a rivalry because we're in the AFC West. But we're going into the bye week 2-5 right now. And a lot of things has got to change to at least be competitive. And that's the thing that pisses me off. You know, I rant about a lot when I'm doing my live streams or post-game shows because we've lost a lot of games this year. And it's the fact that we always get hyped up. We always fall for, you know, the hype before the season with all the new regimes, whether it was John Gruden, whether it was AP or even Josh McDaniels and now Pete Carroll. All the hype and now the big theme this year was compete, right? Just compete, baby. And we ain't competing with shit. It was like we haven't been competing with a lot of teams that we've gotten our asses handed to. Example today, 31-0. Can't even get 100+ yards. And like I said earlier, this is one of the worst, if not the worst loss that I've seen in recent history. And we fall for this every single year, which pisses me off because not only does the team feel like they believe it, but us Raider fans believe it. And we still continue to go to games every single week, most of us. And I know Fitz missed the game, but
One game. One game.
But
I
outside
was
of that,
sick.
like, man, we fall for this shit every single week. And to what point does it like, I guess stop? because I feel like for us, I guess it's never gonna stop. Well, I guess we're part of the problem. You could blame us for still going to these games and still believing. But for the team going into the bye week, 2-5 right now, we seem like we don't have any identity offensively. Defensively, have been better than the offense, but that's not saying much. I'll ask each one of you guys this. I'll ask Joe first. If you were in charge, what would you do to at least change, like I guess, change the momentum of this team coming out of the bye week? Like, what moves would you make? What firings? What hirings, trades, whatever it may be?
So, I know only the Raider Nation can make Pete Carroll look like a villain, right? Like,
Yeah.
one of the nicest coaches and well-respected coaches. Only we can make him look bad right now. And I think there is some rift between our coaching staff. Like, I think some philosophies don't match, and we're trying to overcome it because of who they brought. Like, and I've been questioning this since the offseason of why the Raiders brought Patrick Graham back. And Patrick Graham went out and did his thing. He interviewed in Jacksonville. He interviewed everywhere else. And then it was kind of like, hey, you know what? You can come back and be our defense coordinator. Like, and I wonder if that was like a Mark Davis thing or a Pete Carroll thing, because really Patrick Graham and Pete Carroll, their defenses don't really match. So me personally, like I've said, I think Patrick Graham would be the first one gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's been the longest tenured. He's the one that probably has the ear of a lot of the players in there. And if like say players are going around everybody else and going straight to Patrick Graham, and Pete wants to be that guy, right? He wants to establish his own culture. You got to take the longest tenured guy out. And Patrick Graham, like, you've had your shot. I don't think they fire Chip Kelly yet.
Yeah.
Even though Chip Kelly's offense has not been going, it's been bland. It's there. They owe that guy $6 million. They're paying him $6 million this year. Like, he's the highest paid offense coordinator. They're gonna find the excuses. They're gonna blame it on Geno. They're gonna find other stuff. But I think defensively, you're gonna go after. You have somebody for this game right here. Somebody has to be fired. Somebody, like, you have to set it. And if you have to trade some players, and you're going to trade some players this offseason, and you're gonna do it. And I think that's what's going to happen. You have to set the tone. And I hate that because that's all we do is fire.
Yeah.
But sometimes it works. And with I'm saying Patrick Graham because Patrick Graham was here with Josh McDaniels. Patrick Graham was here with AP, and now he's here again. So now you just show, like, okay, we tried, it's gone. We're gonna get rid of past. We're gonna do a whole clean slate. And I give Rob Leonard if Pete Carroll is gonna run this defense like he's trying to, and give Rob Leonard it, teach him the defense coordinator role, and let's go from there. That would be my first start.
Yeah,
me personally.
Okay. And before I get to the ooze real quick, shout out to Heat Check for the $5 donation, man. He says, thinking about it, we might be the second worst team behind the Jets right now in the NFL. And then Vince replied to that saying, I feel like we're worse than the Jets. And look at it. It sucks. You think about it because the Jets are really bad. You seen how they played last week. I mean, they had a chance to win, but, I mean, Justin Fields couldn't do anything. Then you look at what Geno Smith did today with this offense. We couldn't do anything. It's like a never-ending cycle. And I guess at this point, I mean, we are one of the worst teams in the NFL right now, and I hate to say it, but it's true. Just seeing how this team has played, not only because of this game, but seeing what they did against the Colts, seeing what they did against the Chargers in the first home game that we had, we just continue to just fall short of just trying to win. And that's the thing that pisses me off is the fact that all the mistakes that can happen actually happens to us, and we never get that little remember that 2016 season where everything just went our way? Everything just went our way. It seemed like mistakes couldn't happen to us. But this year, it just seems like every single thing. Like in this game, we had multiple defenders with their hands on the balls, but they had their hand. Yeah, but we could have had interceptions, tip balls, or whatever. But it goes right back to
Jonah had it right in his hand.
Oh, Jonah, multiple times, man. Shout out to the Ooze Jonah, but damn, man, like just all of those opportunities just missed. And I mean, Pete Carroll talked about it later, and it's just like we just can never catch a break. And I know I talked about it before about Geno Smith. I don't know what he has to do. Maybe he got to jump into Lake Mead and kind of cleanse himself. He should have baptized himself before the game or something. But it just seems like it's just not working out. Maybe just being in the Raiders uniform isn't helping out. Shout out real quick to Larry DM, though, for the $10 donation. Says 3 games with 0 touchdowns. Worst offensive performance since Jamarcus Russell years. I think Chip is gone after this season, but it does not matter if we can't get a quarterback. Okay,
yeah. I agree with that. I don't think they'll fire Chip in the middle of the season because of how much money they're just gonna let him ride it out. But I agree with that. But yeah, like I said, it's this is horrible. And how do we as fans, like we're just casual fans. We don't sit there and watch film. We don't game plan. We don't do this. Like, remember what I told you the other day? I said, don't run screen passes against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it. It's not gonna work. And then we're sitting there and they're trying to throw these outside screens and stuff. I'm like, of course you're gonna get blown up. Like that, the Chiefs' defense is key to that. Like they come up and they'll play you and knock you down. And it's like everything that you weren't supposed to do against the Chiefs, they did it today. And it was like, and they still didn't trust Geno Smith today. They still weren't gonna.
They kept the short with them.
Like, let's just throw short. Like, no. Like, if you don't trust your own player, why is he even out there? Like if that's what's pissing me off. Like, what are you protecting Geno from? Like, what are we protecting him from? We don't owe him nothing. He's not a Raider. He's not a homegrown. He's not our first overall pick. We're not trying to baby him for next year. Like, what are we doing? Like, we can cut ties with them and be done with them. Like, why are we babying these guys? Like,
I don't know what he. I know he has that relationship with Geno, but I just don't know why he's sticking up for him as much as he is right now. It doesn't hurt to at least, like, get on him just a little bit, just to, okay, hey, he's not doing his thing. We'll just see what we have to do moving forward. But he just continues to back him up and act like, okay, we're not going to move on with anybody else. I guess we're going to write it off. And if the whole notion is to lose games and to get a top pick, then okay, you're doing a good job. But outside of that, I don't know, man. And you look at the rushing game, like we talked about, trying to control the clock. We couldn't control the clock at all. 6 rushes, 21 yards for Ashton Jeanty, nearly like he was taking out the game wholeheartedly. And he even talked about this too in his presser. We heard it earlier, the fact that he said, man, like, defense couldn't get any stops. We couldn't stay on the field. And we're just going to continue to lose games if we can't continue to fix that. And that's entirely true. But I want to ask the same question to you. It's the same thing I asked him earlier. Like, going into the bye week, I know there's going to have to be some changes made. I don't know what it is, but if you were in charge, what moves would you make, firings, trades, whatever it may be, to help turn this team around outside of getting Shedeur Sanders?
I'm putting in the second, third string, and we're going for that number 1 pick, baby.
Also, he just wants to continue losing.
Bro, it's all next year. I'm over this shit.
No, man, we still got a long season ahead of us, man. We still got like another 8 weeks.
Games. 10 or 9 games. I'm over this shit, bro.
Yeah, 10 games.
I'd rather go into it knowing we're going to lose and get that number 1 pick. I'm over this shit, bro.
What does the number 1 pick guarantee you?
Exactly.
A quarterback. Get us the best quarterback available.
Does it guarantee you a quarterback?
If we got the number
Who
1
you drafting? If you had the number 1 pick, then
who's in this draft? You got Archie Manning. You got the Uso. Who else?
You want the number 1 pick?
You want the number 1.
I'm taking Nico.
Damn, with the number 1.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm taking Nico.
Okay. I mean,
I'm over this shit. I'm depressed right now. It's a sad Sunday. I should have went to church.
You should have went.
So I threw this stat out the other day when we were talking. I was telling them 9 of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL out of the 32 were number 1 overall picks right now. 9 out of the 32 starters. 3 of those 9 are not with the original teams. So basically 6 starters out of the 32 in the NFL were number 1 overall picks and still with their original team right now. And the last 4 quarterbacks who were taken number 1 overall, their coaches were fired mid-season their rookie year.
Okay, we're going to get the number 2 pick. I don't care. I'm on.
I'm just saying, like,
no.
I'm like
sometimes it's not the players. Sometimes it's the organization.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's true. And to that point, that's why I'm on that train. I said it before. I know everybody. I know all Raider fans are gonna be like, fire Pete Carroll, get rid of Geno Smith and all of that. No matter how the season goes this year, I'm gonna still stay on that topic because I kept that same energy with AP. As bad as he was last year, I didn't want to move on from AP because I didn't want to continue to keep, going in that cycle because we can't just keep firing and hiring dudes and expecting different results. Pete Carroll, I'll let you talk, but Pete Carroll, no matter what happens, I'm keeping him around, but he's got to find a different quarterback because that's the biggest change that we have to make, at least for right now. The offensive line could be better for sure, but they're not as bad as everybody's saying they are in these recent couple of weeks under Geno Smith. So if I was going into the bye week right now, if there's anybody that I would fire, I'm starting with Brendan Carroll. And outside of that, I'm making quarterback change. And, I'm trading Jakobi Meyers away, and whether or not we want to go get another quarterback out there. No, not Shador Sanders. Come on, Oos. we got. They said that they're interested in getting a defensive lineman or cornerback. I'd rather go towards the quarterback position right now and maybe getting Tariq Woolen, maybe Deontay Banks.
Yeah, Banks.
Anybody else that's out there that could at least bring some veteran presence to the secondary because we need it. I mean, Isaiah went down, our best safety right now, and we don't know what's going to happen there. Maybe the defensive line does need a little bit of a boost. I know you brought up the name Leonard Williams, probably. Now with Adam Butler down too, we don't know what the situation is with that. We got Jonah Laulu and all those guys, but I would make a trade for somebody in the secondary. Jakobi Meyers, definitely trading him away because we don't need him right now. Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm not trading Jakobi Meyers. I'm keeping him on the roster right now because we don't have no other receivers right now. Like literally, we don't have, and that's why I tell people, if we're gonna get a comp pick, get a comp pick. Whatever it is that we get for him, getting that comp pick if he leaves in free agency, it's something. It's not going to be a lot, but if we traded him away for a 4th-round pick right now, maybe a 3rd-round pick at most, what are we going to do with that 3rd-round pick? We're not even using the 3rd-round pick that we have right now. So I feel like just let him ride out the season. We got Trey Tucker. We still got 2 young guys in Jack Besh and Dante Thornton, who's still learning the game right now. I'd make that quarterback change, and it's trading. I would trade for Russell Wilson. I don't care, but I trade for Russell Wilson. If not, I guess riding it out with Kenny Pickett and see what he can do for the next couple of games, and let Geno sit for a while because he needs a break. Because the more we keep him out there, the more his confidence is just going to go down. And it's either keeping Kenny Pickett in there and seeing what he can do, or trading for a veteran quarterback, a la Joe Flacco and what the Bengals did. Somebody or Jameis Winston. I don't care. Somebody that could come in over here and just spice things up a little bit. We just need a different type of energy in this team. Maybe trade for Marcus Mariota. Who knows? But that's the moves that I would make.
So I just remembered something right now, and I want to see if you remember this. We went to training camp, right?
Yeah.
And you and I went to lunch afterwards. We went to In-N-Out.
Yep.
And we ran into who?
Mr. Mark Davis.
Mr. Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders. And you asked Mark a question, and it was very interesting, his response.
I did.
Mark, what do you think about the team this year? You remember his answer?
Yeah, he said, I just want a winning product. Or what would
he goes, well, we got to see because we're still in the first year of a new regime.
He did say that.
We're kind of rebuilding. And that was the first time that I heard anybody in the Raiders facility, and it didn't click to me till right now. Like, I was just like, oh, yeah, okay, Mark's just giving us a bullshit answer. But now that I'm thinking, Pete Carroll said we weren't rebuilding. They said we were going to be competitive while trying to bring new people in. And I think that's what pisses Raider fans off the most this year is we weren't supposed to be rebuilding, and now we should have just rebuilt, and we would have been happy with it. Like if we would have known going into the season, like, hey, we're not competing this year, we're restructuring some people, cool. But now that I think about that, it kind of makes me think like Mark knew we were going to suck this year. Like he knew that our roster wasn't there. I talked to a lot of the beat writers, and they won't tell you this either, and I'm not going to name their names, but I asked them, I said, hey, a lot of Raider fans out there are excited. Say, we going to win 10-plus games. And they go, what do you think, Joe? I go, I think I have us at 7 wins. Yeah, shit, now look at us. I'm way off that. And they go, you're probably around the same thing. That's what all the beat writers are saying. And they watch the team every day. So people that have been around this team knew, and even if you look at the roster, like you look at our depth chart, we don't have talent. We don't. This team doesn't have depth. Like, you've seen it when it goes down. And the one thing I said since they drafted Genty, and I'll say it again, and it was even obvious more today without Jakobi out there, teams aren't scared of Geno Smith. They're not scared of any of our wide receivers. They'll go one-on-one with them all day, and they'll go after and they'll attack Ashton Genty. And it makes it more obvious when you take your best players like Brock Bowers and Jakobi Meyers away, where they're just going to go, you know what? We're going to blitz you. We're gonna stack the box. And you're not going to be able to do crap against us. And if you want to throw at us, we're good enough with our guy one-on-one with your wide receiver. Like we're not scared of anything on your offense. And that's from day one of this that I've been saying it, and people were attack me, but you could just look at our offense and know that the talent's not there.
And to your point, when you did say that, I was like, damn, that is true. Especially when Brock Bowers went down after that first game, and I feel like a lot of that was kind of like overlooked because that first game against the Patriots, of course, nobody really had tape on us, but we could really like hide a lot of things because we had Brock Bowers as our number one wide receiver, and he was 100%. So, getting the ball to Brock Bowers, running the ball with Ashton Jeanty when we could, but then now not having him on the roster right now, especially because he's not 100%, we see how bad this passing game is. And what you said earlier is one thing why a lot of fans are mad is because we had expectations. Because when you look at it on paper, it was, compared to last year, our roster is much better. We've got better players on paper. We've got a better quarterback that we haven't had a quarterback like that in a while. We got a number one generational running back. We got a generational tight end. Offensive line should be good enough, right? Defense, we still have Maxx Crosby. We added more pieces, whether you brought in Devin White, Jamal Adams. We have Isaac. Like, the pieces are there. And that's why I'm frustrated, is because we should be better than what we were last year, even the year before that with Josh McDaniels, but we look even worse. My expectations was 7-9 wins.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing going into the season wasn't even about winning all the games. It was about being competitive in all those games because that's all they preached. But there's been multiple games where we haven't been competitive, whether it's the offensive line, whether it's the running game, whether it's Geno Smith continuing to throw turnovers because we thought we were done with that. It's just frustrating to see, and that's why I understand a lot of Raider fans and their point with this team, and a lot of people wanting to have the pitchforks out there, wanting to fire everybody, wanting to let go of Geno Smith. And, shout out to the chat right now, man. Somebody said, no wonder why Cooper left. I don't know if Cooper's seen it coming or not, but I feel like Cooper, at the end of the day, he just felt like he didn't have it. But looking at the team right now,
he walked in and said,
fuck this.
Fuck this.
He's like, yeah, I thought the Browns were bad. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'd rather go retire. I'm good, guys. Dude, and he would have been our number one wide receiver right now. That's the crazy thing about that.
But even like looking at our free agency, like Devin White is playing good.
Yeah.
Jamal Adams, I don't think he's playing as well. I want a little bit more out of him. Like we bargain bend. We went to the Goodwill. We said we'll pick and choose, and we were like, maybe we can get some good play out of these older guys. Maybe we can't. But when you looked at our linebackers, like exactly what we thought from our linebacker position, we're getting good at stopping the run, not good at stopping the pass. Like this is everything that we had question marks, and we kind of overlooked it a little bit because as fans, we are optimistic and we want to see that we don't want to put our team down. And I think maybe us as content creators, we're a little guilty of it too because we always try to look for the positive.
Yeah.
Like nobody ever wants to just go out there and just bash people, right? Like you don't want to go out there and be like, oh, we're going to lose again. We're going to get our ass kicked again.
Yeah.
Nobody ever wants to do that. We want to try to find the positives. And that's the hard part about it. As a fan, you always want your team to succeed and you never want to do it. Like you're never going to say like, yeah, freaking failure. But I mean, there are those people that, and there are all those people that go, I told you so. Like, I told you. Well, like, shut up. Like, shut up.
Shut up.
Like, no. Just because every week that you say we suck, yeah, you're right. But then that one week they're going to be good. Now you're going to be like, oh, I knew they were coming back.
Yeah.
No, you're always going to root for your team no matter what.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It sucks that we picked this team and we're stuck with them.
We're stuck with this team.
Like, should have used the Back to the Future card to go back and.
Yeah.
I mean, should I just rip this off and put a Niner gear on?
You go for that one, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
dirty. My bad. I shouldn't do that.
Shout out to Edgar. He says at least Carr gave you a 50-50 chance of winning. Let's be for real already. Okay, let's talk about Derek Carr real quick because that's another quarterback that's available right now. Shout out to Derek Carr and shout out to his brother. They got a podcast going on too, Homegrown. Maybe we could talk someday. But shout out to Derek Carr. He's not a free agent, but he's retired right now, and I mean he didn't rule out the possibility of possibly coming out of retirement to play for a team if available. Of course, he's still under the Saints. So if anybody wants to get him, you have to trade for him. So I'm gonna ask you. I want to ask both of you guys, since the Raider fans are asking. At this point, would you bring back Derek Carr, or trade for Derek Carr?
Fuck it. Let's do it.
You do it? What would you give up for it?
Shit. Second? No, not even a second.
Damn.
Oh, you said second. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I thought he
I was
said
thinking of
second.
Shedeur Sanders. I was thinking of Shedeur Sanders.
Oh my god. You think it was Shedeur Sanders this whole time?
He's like, would Derek Carr change his name to Shedeur Sanders? Because I'm not bringing.
I mean, I, at this point, bro, can't get no worse. Bring Derek. At least we got a 50-50 chance with him. I would say more like 60-40.
A better chance with Derek Carr?
40-60, I mean. But still, that's a lot better than what we got right now.
So the Bengals, before they traded for Joe Flacco 2 weeks ago,
Okay, we're looking into that.
they called the Saints and asked about Derek Carr. Now I don't know how the conversation went. We don't know any of that. We don't know if Derek Carr was like if they eventually went to Derek Carr and asked him. But Derek Carr's still dealing with a shoulder injury. He's still trying to come back, and I don't think Derek Carr's coming back. I think there was more. Me personally, NFL players don't walk away from $40 million. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They don't walk away from $40 million. There's something tricky going on with that Saint Derek Carr retirement.
Yeah.
Where I think it was more of Derek Carr and his agent going, "Hey, we're gonna walk away. We're gonna retire. Don't release us because that's gonna look bad on Derek." And then he walked away. I think there's more on that, but I think this is what sucks. This is what I'm saying. Losing sucks. Only Geno Smith can make AOC look better. Only Geno Smith can make us overlook the fact that Derek Carr sucked the last couple years that he was with us.
Mm-hmm.
Go turn on, what is it, the
2023
Pittsburgh Steelers game. Turn that game on right there. That's when the locker room itself, and Derek Carr has been a locker room guy and everybody loves him, but that's when the locker room turned on him. Hey, I don't like the name drop, but screw it, I'm going to do it anyways. I had a conversation with Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Jacobs, he's not on the Raiders no more, so I could do it, right?
Yeah.
At the Pro Bowl that year, the year that Derek Carr was gone, and I was like, hey, who you thinking about bringing in for quarterback? You want Aaron Rodgers? He goes, man, we've been trying to recruit Aaron Rodgers since week 10. I was like, what the hell? Like,
yeah.
Derek Carr wasn't benched till what, week 15?
Yeah.
I go, you guys were already thinking past him already. So it's just like he was done with you can only be so good, and if the locker room turns on you, and Derek Carr has a lot of hate from outside, where even like Boza, even Khalil Mack, his best friend, jokes about it, that when the pressure's there, Derek Carr goes down.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he would make it better. Do I think that Derek Carr got a bad rap? Yeah. Do I think he was better than what people have said he is? Yes. But he's not the answer. It's not.
Yeah.
It's like the people, like somebody told me today, like just leaving the facility today.
Yeah.
They go, you know what, man? I'm telling you, we bring back Gruden and we bring back Carr, and we got this. And I was just like,
out of here, bro. Oh, bro. Like, okay, I'll answer that too, because I get a lot of flack for this. I love DC, and I love what he did for the Silver and Black. I'll continue to say this over and over again because I got respect for him, and I think he was definitely one of the. He's up there in the Mount Rushmore of Raider quarterbacks for sure. I mean, the standard's not that high for a lot of people, but Derek Carr is not the same guy that you guys all think that he is. He's not the 2016 Derek Carr, and to your point, the last time we seen Derek Carr, the last 2 years, I kind of hopped off that train because he just wasn't that guy anymore, and we've seen it. And a lot of people like to overlook that because they want to look at the nostalgic purpose, the nostalgia of having him in the Silver and Black yet again. Kind of like I thought with Amari Cooper, but that's not a quarterback. Quarterback, you expect a lot out of him. Yeah. And going to Derek Carr is just going backwards at this point. You have a better chance going elsewhere than going to Derek Carr. I know somebody in the chat, I think Hokan said maybe if we give up MC Raider in the 5th round pick.
Done. You don't even have to throw that 5th round pick in there. You just take MC Raider.
You could take MC Raider, and you don't even have to give us Derek Carr. You could take him, bro.
MC Saint,
bro. But yeah, bro. I'm not on that train of bringing Derek Carr in. I think we're just past that time, and we're good with what we have. Well, we're not good with what we have right now, but there's other options out there that we could possibly, do. But I want to ask the nation, whoever is in the chat right now. Shout out to the chat. I think we're over 300 in the chat right now. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button. If you guys have any questions, drop it down in the chat. We'll get to it for the last 5 to 10 minutes. But right now, I wanted to ask this question because I think somebody brought it up. Where is it at?
It's 2 inches.
What?
What?
What'd you say? Let me see. I had it. Pete Carroll, mate. No. Okay. Oh, right here. Shout out to Duke City Magic. He said, "How are the Packers so successful? Because their ownership is the fans. How are the Giants so successful this year? It's it's players, especially the rookie quarterback and running back. Pete Carroll looking like Joe Biden right now. Thanks for nothing."
Shout out to that guy.
Joe Biden? Yeah, shout out to
No,
Joe Biden.
not that guy. I'm talking to the guy that made the comment.
Do you feel it'd be different if the ownership was by the fans? And do you think that? Okay, I'll get to the Giants' perspective of getting a running back and a quarterback, because, I mean, we could have been on the other side of that, having Shedeur Sanders and Ashton Jeanty. You never know what could have happened, but that's how I felt. So I don't know if that would have changed everything if we did that.
That would have.
But as far as like giving ownership to the fans, do you think that would make any difference with this team?
No, because we can't even agree on our own damn stuff. We have Raidernation fighting with Raidernation already. Like, come on, man. Like, you've seen them, but a majority of our fans would bring Derek Carr back, and that's no.
Because a lot of people say that Derek Carr, got done wrong by Josh McDaniels, but nobody ever wants to talk about Jimmy G getting done wrong by Josh McDaniels.
Jimmy G sucks.
He got a Super Bowl ring. Come on, News.
I don't care.
He got two. He got two.
Mm-hmm.
With the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
That's even better.
Still sucks.
David Carr has a Super Bowl ring too.
Fuck
he does.
him.
He does got a
Fuck
Super
him
Bowl ring.
too.
Mm-hmm.
David Carr is trash too.
Yeah.
Hey, what if Derek Carr said he'll come back, but he wants Shedeur Sanders and David Carr backing him up?
No, I'm straight.
No, we know you're not straight, but I'm saying if Shedeur Sanders, you've been preaching about Shedeur Sanders,
Shedeur.
all day.
So Derek Carr is going to be first string?
For what?
Or that?
No, he just wants
Clarify
that
your answer.
in the quarterback room. That's who he wants. Those three people.
Who's starting?
You pick.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'll take him.
Yeah,
Shedeur Sanders.
That's why fans don't run this team right there. Right here. That's why fans don't run this.
Well, shit ain't working out right now, so let's just try it.
Okay, I want to ask you guys this. Okay, I've done this before. All right, locker room talk. Okay, we're coaches. We're the coach. We get to speak to the team. I want to get your guys'. I'm gonna start with yous. I want to get your hype. Like, what message are you preaching to this team?
Like right now?
Right now, you're the coach.
I'm low key depressed.
Yeah, I know, but I want your speech to the team, Moose, to help turn this season around.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Are you guys stupid? Fix your face. The fuck are you guys doing out there? I don't know what the fuck to say. I'd criticize the fuck out of them right now.
I mean, that's good though too. Maybe they have to hear that, bro.
Whose face do you gotta fix?
All of their fucking faces.
Which face are you going to first?
I'm gonna
Like, like when you're pointing and you like you're locked eyes with somebody.
Geno Smith, I'm gonna fix your face right now. You fuck. I can't stand that motherfucker right now. You guys
That
suck.
brings on Geno
Get your
Smith.
shit
Come on in.
And with that said,
You piece of shit.
yeah, right. It's like, oh man, F you, Derek Carr. Hi, Derek Carr.
Hell no, man. I would honestly, at this mood I'm in right now, if I'm walking in that locker room, I'm probably not saying shit because I'm so depressed. Like I just want to go to sleep right now. I want to forget about it.
You're just gonna walk in the locker room. Everybody's gonna be like waiting for you to talk, and you're just gonna be like,
yeah. just gonna grab my pillow, lay down.
Oh, we still playing this?
I don't know. I'm just sick of this shit, bro.
Well, what about you, Joe?
you got to pull out a Danny Glover from Angels in the Outfield. You walk in, you take that little snack table and you throw it, and you go, this is the worst team I've ever seen, or whatever. And then on Monday, 8 a.m., we're going back to fundamentals. And then, you know, that one guy, fundamentals? Yeah, fundamentals. Like, that's what we're doing. Like, we're going to go back to fundamentals. Like, you got to do something like, I think we joked about it the other day. Like if Pete Carroll walked in and be like, I win 10 games a year. Y'all suck. It ain't me. I'm going to Hall of Fame no matter what. You guys need to get your shit together. Geno, you've been a bust your whole career. Just living right up to it, right? You want to continue living it? You better start writing your ass back because you suck. Like, you suck. Like, Ashton Jeanty, I thought you were generational. Generational don't need blockers. Get your ass out there, right?
You see what Barry Sanders did, dog? No blockers, dog. And he still went out.
Maxx, or I don't know if in Maxx, but
Max, you're good. You're
just like, you good.
You good with me, dog.
And then it'd be like, whoever ratted out Christian Wilkins, be like, hey, remember when you kicked Christian Wilkins out of here because he kissed your forehead? Would have been nice to have him now, right? Would have been nice.
Oh, man, it would have been nice to have him. At this point of his career, well, he probably wouldn't even be playing right now, huh?
Because he sucks, too. Numerology said he sucked coming into Vegas.
Oh, man.
Remember, I called it when he
Look,
signed.
dude, so you knew that Christian Wilkins was going to kiss people on the forehead.
I didn't know he was going to, but I already knew he wasn't going to be shit over here in Vegas.
Oh, come on, dude.
I called it on the podcast.
He did say that.
I'll give you credit for that. You did say
Numerology also says next year Geno Smith will have the best year of his career. So we'll see.
This is why fans don't run this damn team. His whole free agency will be on numerology. Be like,
Yeah.
What does it say about Shador Sanders?
I honestly haven't ran the numbers. I should have though.
You should have. That would have been a good argument for you.
Well, we don't have them, so who gives a fuck?
Okay, well, real quick, I want to get to John Rodriguez. Thank you for the $5 donation. He says, I want the Raiders to draft Jeremiah Love in the later rounds to help Genty and get rid of all of our other running backs. I don't think Jeremiah Love is going to be in the later rounds, though, if he's going to go into the draft, right? Because he's one of the top running backs right now, right?
I mean, depends on how everything depends on draft. Like around now, like some people have higher draft stack. It all matters when you get closer to the combine. What teams fall in love with, what don't. Jeremiah Love is really good. I like what Notre Dame does with him, and but it's like even they misuse him over there. Like my buddy's a big Notre Dame fan, and I go, hey, tell him to give the ball to Jeremiah Love. Like give the ball to Love. Like, but yeah, in the NFL now, it is a 1-2 punch. Like you have to have a 1-2 punch. So yeah, having another running back with Genty would be nice too. We thought we had that in Mozart, and I think we still do, but it's just. There's so many positions that we need depth at, and I don't know if taking another running back in the draft is going to be helpful, but we need depth everywhere. So yeah, any idea to fix this team is a good idea. Is a good idea.
So too. Shout out to Geno Smith for the $2 donation. He said, "Bring it on, then, fool. I ain't scared of you." Hey, Geno coming out to your ass.
Hey, Geno, you paid $2 for that.
He paid $2 to say that.
I got 2 nuts for you.
Oh,
come holler at these motherfuckers.
Geno said, "Look at him, find him first."
Find it first before you start talking.
Hey,
look who's talking.
Hey, that's what I said. That's what I said. Me and you we'll be like, "Oh, Geno, hold on. I'll find this."
Let me help him.
Hey, this is the Niner coming out, bro.
Hey,
whoa.
Hey.
See a little bit like it.
Hey,
this is the same guy that want to play center real quick.
Yeah. Hey, Fitz, what offensive line position? Center?
Oh.
He said that so quick, too. He said, I want to play center, please. We just run under center all day. No shotgun.
How big are Geno's hands?
Right there, Geno. Can we do the tush push real quick? Hey, Geno, all you for that one.
Geno, hey, that's a great donation, Geno.
Yeah, shout out to Geno, man. Joker TV said Mr. Fitz was on point with Wilkins in the numerology. He was.
Yeah, thank you.
He did say that, though.
And numerology, like I said, says that Geno Smith will have the best year of his career next year. Do we wait, though?
So there you guys go. One more year, Geno. It's like Groundhog Day.
You know, they say men and women lie, but numbers don't. So...
Yeah.
Trust in numerology.
Edgar says that it looks like I'm just going to be watching Red Zone from here on out. Well, I guess you're not watching the Raiders then. Because we ain't going to be in the Red Zone anytime soon. Oh, man. At this point, I don't know what to do. Let me see if there's anything else.
Hey, we were standing in the end zone more today at the Raiders practice facility than they have ever been. Hey, were you not looking around the practice facility today going, what do they do all week? What are they doing here all week? Like,
what's the point of having this nice facility?
It's a huge facility just to stand around and do nothing.
That's why I said, man, they should have hired some therapists for this game, knowing that we were playing the Chiefs, because, man, there was a lot of, I was stressed, dudes. You guys were stressed. Yeah. A lot of fans were mad, left at halftime. And it's like, bro, like, why does it always come down to why does it always come down to the point where it's like, man, we're playing the Chiefs, it's going to be over. It's like we know it's not going to be a good game, but go ahead.
So let me tell you this. Last week, you and I went to the Titans game. Somebody didn't show up, right?
I was sick.
One guy didn't show up. And we all walked away, all of us in our little group, our little friend group that we have, all of us walked away from that game, and we said that was one of the best games we've been to, one of the funnest games we went to. And I asked myself, I go, why? Why was it so fun? The tailgate was fun. The game was fun. Just the atmosphere was good. And it was because we went in with what? No expectations. We didn't know what our team had just got blown out by the Colts. We're playing a crappy team in the Titans. We may lose. We didn't have no expectations. I kind of felt the same way going into this game. So I wasn't like, I'm not as upset with it, where it's just like, let's see what we got today. Let's see what we got. I'm not going in there going, we're going to lose, but I'm going in there going, let's see what part of our team shows up. Does the team that has a little bit of heart show up today, or the team that has nothing going for us show up? And I think that's what it is. And I think being at this facility today made this loss a little bit more
definitely
easier, because we got to kick field goals and run obstacle courses and do dumb stuff and color pictures like you did.
Yeah, I did. It was actually more fun than watching the game for sure. Almost forgot that we had a game till I looked on the screen. I was like, damn, we're getting our asses handed to us. But I mean, I guess. Oh, I'll get to one more comment and then we'll end off in a bit. But somebody said, I guess calling me out or calling us out. Leo Torres 4425 says, you might be mad, but you wanted a lot of this. You wanted Geno, you wanted Carr gone, you wanted Genty, you wanted to compete, you wanted the team in Vegas, you wanted Polamalu to start. Don't act surprised that you were wrong this whole time. This team is terrible, mostly because we don't have a QB. We don't have a QB, and we did. All right, real quick, Leo.
Who was that?
Real quick, Leo.
Leo, you don't know Leo Torres, man?
Leo Torres.
I'm talking about QB.
Okay,
what
first,
QB?
you wanted Carr gone. I did want Carr gone. I will say that. Did I want Geno? I didn't mind having Geno. Did I want Genty? You don't watch my channel to know that I didn't even want him in the draft because there was other running backs that we could have got later on, and we could have adjusted a different position with that number 6 overall pick. You wanted to compete? Of course I want to compete every single week. You wanted the team in Vegas? Yeah, because Oakland didn't want him. Who else is going to take him?
I was going to say, you think moving this team to Oakland would be winning more games? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You know what? Let me get to that point real quick. I know it's going to be a controversial topic because we get this a lot, especially being in Vegas. I get called a social media Raider fan. I get called a corporate fan or a Vegas fan, whatever, a fake fan, as you may, for going to these games and supporting this team. This isn't like Oakland. We ain't trying to be like Oakland. Vegas is not trying to be like Oakland. They never will be like Oakland. And yeah, Oakland was special. They had something going with the fans. But let's not act like they were a winning culture in Oakland for the past couple of years before moving to Vegas. They're the same damn team that came over here. We just got a nicer stadium. And opposing fans want to at least buy tickets to come to the stadium because it's a nicer stadium. You seen what happened in the Titans game? Not a lot of opposing fans came over here, and it was blacked out. And there was a lot of empty seats as well because a lot of people still want to come here no matter what. And I'm still going to support this team no matter what, whether we win, lose, or tie. And Vegas and Oakland, I don't think makes a big difference. But to your point, I did want a lot of things, but we just continues to be the same team, Moose.
But it goes back to being optimistic. Like, we're not going to bash our own team just for the sake of bashing it.
Yeah.
When Geno Smith comes in and was that the best quarterback at the time that the Raiders could have got? Yes. Should the Raiders have drafted somebody? Yes, but they didn't. But to go back and you go, okay, Geno Smith has been doing what he was doing with Seattle. Okay, maybe he could do something over here. We're not going to go, horrible damn move, horrible shit. Why are we doing that? No, you're going to try to back it because you want to see improvement from your team too. But yeah, that Oakland thing, like, I've been to games in Oakland. I've been to games in L.A. Like, stop. We sucked in Oakland. We suck in Vegas. Like, it's just because we put a team on the field with the baseball team or baseball field doesn't mean we're going to win 5 or 6 more games. We sucked. We made more playoffs or the same amount of playoffs here in 5 years than we made in Oakland in the last 15 years that we were there. Like,
that's true.
There's no difference there. So I don't know what people are saying. And this is what I'm like. I know it's controversy, and you and I have been talking about it, like, because that's the one thing that people throw out. I never saw you in Oakland. I never saw your ass in Oakland either. Like, who cares? Like, or they say, like, in Oakland we wouldn't have done this. People or teams wouldn't have came in here and took over our stadium. Bullshit. They did it all the time. Hell, in Oakland they had to tarp off Mount Davis just to put us on TV because we weren't selling enough tickets. Like, there's a lot of stuff that was bad in Oakland. Like the locker rooms would flood. Like the stadium was small. It was bad. Like the tailgating, awesome, right? The people, awesome. The team, not good. There was a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna say this. And if you look, sometimes I don't like I just like to buy Raider stuff because I'm a Raider fan. And I'll follow you from LA, I'll follow you to Oakland. I don't give a damn about the city. I care about the team, right? But here's what I'm gonna throw in there. If you're an Oakland fan and you're claiming that it's Oakland over Las Vegas, and you're still wearing those Oakland t-shirts, like it's something, like you're protesting, that's like wearing like your ex-girlfriend's hoodie thinking she's gonna come back, right? Like that, she's not. Raiders aren't coming back to the Coliseum. They're not going back to Oakland anytime soon. Yeah. They have a $2 billion stadium right here. They're one of the richest teams now. We're doing better now. We can attract more free agents than we could ever do. And tax-wise for players, better being in Oakland than in California.
Yeah.
So it's an upgrade. Will you ever be what we did in Oakland was awesome.
Yeah.
And it was fun. But it's been 5 fucking years. It's been 5 fucking years.
Yeah.
Let Oakland go. Remember the good times and let it go.
Yeah. And to that point, like, the thing is, like, we don't like to, like, I don't even like to talk ish about Oakland. And it's not even about that. Because if there's anything that Oakland has over Vegas, I will admit, is the culture, is the people, the fans that were there, and the environment that they brought to the Coliseum. Because the Coliseum, not a great stadium. Of course, a lot of opposing players hated playing there. Even some Raider players that I've talked to that played in Oakland didn't like playing there, but they loved the vibes and just the atmosphere of the fans. And we don't have that yet. And the only thing I'll say this is the only way that we'll have that environment here is if the Raiders win the big one time, at least once, because they've done it in Oakland, they've done it in LA. We just haven't done it here. But I feel like with change, a lot of people are not accustomed to change, especially if it's not like what they were used to. But they gotta act like they gotta stop acting like this is supposed to be Oakland, because it isn't.
It's not Oakland.
It's a whole different environment. They're bringing a whole different fan bases, and there's a lot of new fans that are gonna start following the team because they're in Vegas. A lot of people I know from here are gonna start following this team. They just haven't committed to it just yet, because why would they want to 100% put their all into it if there's a losing franchise, right? And I just hate hearing the fact that, the tickets are expensive. They are, but most games, they're not that expensive, especially when we're losing like this, and we still don't get fans coming over here.
Even when it is expensive, get your money up.
Okay,
I wouldn't say
get your money up, bro.
Oakland had their chance to keep the Raiders not once, but twice.
Yeah.
They've had their chances. And let me tell you this. If Oakland would have kept the Raiders and the Raiders were still in Oakland, they would have built a new stadium. And guess what would have came with that new stadium? Higher ticket prices. Because the one thing the Coliseum doesn't have that these new stadiums have when you build these new stadiums is, guess what they come with? Personal seating license. Mm-hmm. You know who owns those? You know who owns those companies? Jerry motherfucking Jones. I don't know if you guys know that, but a little tidbit: Jerry Jones makes money off of Allegiant Stadium. He makes money off of SoFi Stadium. He makes money off of AT&T. He owns the personal seating license that now, and I think he makes it off of Levi Stadium too. So they would have put personal seating license on the new stadium that would have been built in Oakland, and the same prices that you would be paying in Las Vegas, you would be paying in Oakland right now. And like I've said it before, and I'll say it again: the Raiders aren't the ones ripping you off on tickets. I'm sorry to tell you that. The Raiders aren't the ones. The front row in Allegiant Stadium for a Raider game, face value is $270.
Mm-hmm.
$270, not 50-yard line, but front row around the end zone somewhere. $270. You go online, you go on Ticketmaster, where the third party or the season ticket holders, those are the guys that are kicking your ass, and those are the guys ripping Raider fans off, and those are the guys selling it to opposing people.
Yeah.
They're taking that $270 and they're selling it for $1,000, $2,000, whatever they're putting on there, and those are the guys that are going after you.
And the thing with like that, and I hear a lot of fans saying, "Oh, we need to boycott the Raiders. Don't go to the games. Don't buy tickets." It's not going to change anything. It's not going to hurt Mark Davis's pockets. People don't understand that, because if we don't go to the games, the opposing fans will gladly get those tickets, and that's why you see so many opposing fans there, because Raider fans are not going to the games. Now, I'm not going to fault anybody for not being able to afford the games, because I know sometimes it could be expensive. But if you're one of those fans that complains and vows not to go to Vegas because you just don't want to, you don't support it, then you're the problem. And I'm just being honest with you. You're the problem. It's not the city. The city's different. It's not Vegas. But until the Raiders start winning, because we've seen the Raiders at least win some games, and even like that 2021 season when we went to the playoffs, it was blacked out. I know we played the Chargers, but and we showed up for the Chargers game too at the home opener. But until the Raiders actually put a winning product together, the Raider fans are not going to show up as much as you think they will.
Facts.
I started rooting for the Raiders when they were in LA. The Raiders were in LA when I was a kid. And then when they moved to Oakland, I didn't sit there and go, I'm not going to root for them because they should be in LA. No, it's commitment to excellence, which we don't have right now. It's not a commitment to geography of, hey, they're not in my hometown. If you were only rooting for the Raiders because they were in your hometown, then you weren't a true fan anyways.
Yeah.
You want to, this is what LA, this is why they say LA, Oakland, to the Bay, whatever, to Vegas, whatever. This is why you're a fan of the silver and black, no matter where they're playing, where they're at, and you have to adjust to where they're at. You have to, if you don't like the culture that we're bringing into Vegas, then come over and change it. Come to the game. I'm not saying not everybody can afford it, and it's very expensive, and I'm not going to say that it's not. But if you can afford it and you have the means and you're talking shit, and you're not here trying to be the one that's changing it, because there are people in Lot J every Sunday that are saying, hey, we want this to be like the Oakland tailgate. We want this to be the Oakland feel. And they're here and they're putting their tents up and they're dancing and they're having a great time each and every Sunday. So there are people that are bringing that Oakland feel. And if you want that, you come in and you come and join them like that. And you come and root on the team, come and bring that atmosphere to the stadium. And if you're just going to talk about it and post about it online, then nothing's going to change.
I mean,
I'm sorry to say it, like people are going to get pissed off and they're like, you guys don't know, you guys don't. No, it's just the harsh reality that you have to live with. Like,
yeah,
it's been 5 years. Vegas is and to 100% to tell you the truth, Vegas doesn't want the Oakland people. Like, they don't want you. Like I'm sorry, they don't want the rowdy fans. They don't want you throwing batteries at the players. They want to sell tickets. They want to have a good enjoyment time. They don't want fights in the stands. And that's what every new stadium doesn't want that.
Yeah,
and you want to be able to go to the game and enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like a lot of people talk about the home field advantage, but what have that gotten us in Oakland for the past couple of years? And look at what the Chargers have been doing. We always have home field advantage in LA, but we can never win there. It doesn't mean nothing. It just means, oh, look at the opposing fans showed up. But if you beat them, then that's what matters at the end of the day is the win, not the amount of people that's in the stands. Maybe it could help out with the wins, but yeah, it's just tough.
But the fans will be there. Like, to go back to it, it all goes back to winning. When you're losing everything, you try to find every little thing to pick on. So if you're losing, you're going to say it's Oakland, it's the referees, it's this. You're going to find every little thing, and winning covers up everything. So if we were winning, the Raiders were winning right now, Vegas would be full of Raider fans.
Yeah,
we'd be all happy about it. Going through it, we wouldn't hear anything about Oakland.
Yep.
But since we're losing, everybody tries to pinpoint the past of. But the last time the Raiders won in Oakland, 24 years ago.
Yeah.
24 years ago.
Yeah, it's tough. But I guess ending it off on this note, Oos, I know we're going into the bye week, so we finally get a break, Oos. We get a break after this horrible loss. I just want to get your final prediction to the season. What do you feel? How do you feel about the season? Does your record prediction change after the first 7 games?
Yeah.
What would you say the Raiders end off with?
Fuck, the rate we're going. 5, maybe 6 wins.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Joe?
Well, I had 7 coming in this season. I don't see that. And I saw an ESPN predictor that had us only winning 2 more games the rest of the season, and I was kind of like right there with them, like 4 games. Like, it's a tough schedule going in after this bye week. Like, and that's why I was kind of hoping that this game would show us a little bit of hope. Like, maybe we didn't have to win this game, but be there. But there's nothing to grow off of this team. So, yeah, I would say 2 more wins the rest of the season.
Damn, that's crazy. I guess I'm being a little bit optimistic still. I don't know why.
Well, you should be. Yeah.
Because like my low was 7. My high was 9. So I'm still sticking to the 7 because we still got about 10 games left. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. But that's gonna be tough. But I still feel like the Raiders can win about 7 games, and that's saying a lot. If we make any changes somewhere though. But real quick, shout out to
Sanders.
or get Shador Sanders.
Yeah. Thank you.
Shout out to Accelerator real quick before we head out of here for the $2 donation, man. All three of you, fantastic show tonight. Appreciate Accelerator, man. Always showing love. Shout out to the chat yet again, man. Tony Decker up in here, Art, Brianna up in here, Tyler, Raider Marty, Raider Travis, No Face Raider, Edgar up in here, Beto. We got Hulk Hands up in here. Yes, sir. Westside Chili. Yeah, everybody up in here, man. If you guys haven't already, man, hit that like button. Appreciate everybody for coming on here, but
That's my boy Hulk Hands.
yeah, Joker TV says 11 games left. Oh, 11 games left. Okay, then we could win 11 games. So
What are we at? We're 2 of 5, right?
we're 2 and 5. That's 7 games.
There's only
10 games.
10 games.
Because we have a bye week. Yeah, it's only 10 games, and I'm thinking we'll win 5 of 10. I think that's a lot, but
Hey, Pete Carroll promises 10.
he did promise 10. It was because
He's a fucking liar.
he hasn't won less than 10. Well, he did win less than 10, but this is the season that we start figuring things out with Pete Carroll, and then moving forward, we'll start building off of this. But with that,
Numerology says
we'll be back, man. So Brianna says some way Raiders will lose on their bye week. I wouldn't doubt it. But again, shout out to my host, the Joe Morley, for coming on, and of course the host, Mr. Fitz, for joining as well. And you guys can always find me at Simone Raider on all social media platforms. Until the next one, we are